Alright guys, it's been a few days. Been a busy guy, but that's the stock rear end right there. This is the Explorer rear. Nice little, it says Explorer disc brake on here. It's in here, nice and neat, bolted down with the U-bolts and everything. Even at the junkyard I got lucky, and one of the Explorers we were checking out had brand new brake lines in the back of the damn thing. And incredibly enough, see this, it says Explorer disc. What's awesome is it had brand new brake lines on it, so I put them in and then bolted in. Stock U-bolts are a little short. When I go to put the cowl tracks in, it's gonna be an issue, so I'm gonna get longer U-bolts. They're just at the thing. But what's fucking awesome here, let me show you. This is the rubber line from the Explorer rear we just cut, and that's my stock rubber line. Well, the Explorer rear favors the left here, and that's right where the Colorado mount is. So all I gotta do is screw it into that, and I got brakes after I bleed it. But we got the shock tower things and the U-bolts in, and everything else looks good under here. Crawl out. And more of the interior together. I threw the wideband in there. Not sure if I showed you that. The hell else do I got going on? Alternator, fans wired, starting to work on intercooler stuff. Cut out the intercooler. Basically what you do for the intercooler on these cars, at least what I've seen, is you just cut out there. I think I said this already, so I'm gonna quit. But another cool thing we did is, while we were at the junkyard, I cut out like a O2 Blazer throttle cable. Look at this thing, it's perfect. And this car was drive-by-wire, so I had to add the throttle cable. So I just drilled that hole and shoved the stock Blazer throttle body thing right up against the firewall, and all the hardware clips in. We didn't even have to modify that bracket at all. It clipped all in. And then I took the pedal with me too, because again, this was drive-by-wire. Don't mind still running some shit. I'll get it out of the way long enough, not really. Anyway, there's 3 bolts on the pedal for the Blazer, and then we just ran self-tappers in, and I got a throttle, and we screwed this guy to the firewall because it's a throttle limiter. Actually, it goes wide open in like a half a throw, and I didn't want a situation where I put like all my body weight against this and break the cable or something shitty happens. So we took this piece of this is like the hood latch support from the front. We took that and screwed it down so that it hits this if you try to force it really hard. But all of that's in there. The other stuff is let me show you under here. That's the crossover and the PTC torque converter and the wastegate, and I tack welded the shifter bracket to the crossover, and it is awesome. It works great. Park, reverse, neutral, everything else. And then I measured for my drive shaft, and I told my buddy David, my YouTube drive shaft guy, what I need. And he's gonna build me one. I gotta run the tranny cooler lines. It's still hooped shitty for now, but everything else is going really good. Moving along, you know? So my list keeps getting shorter, and I'm getting there. But that's the Explorer rear and throttle cable and everything else, and I'm like a drive shaft away from moving this thing. I just got to bleed the brakes so I can stop it when I do move it. But I hope, I think I covered everything. Man, kind of scatterbrained right now, but getting it done, getting there. Power steering and everything's working. That's really blowing my mind. So short list, small amount of things to do, and home stretch soon.